everybody to the second round of the 1967 hardcore season. Yeah, it's an exciting day for the people here at Grand Prix Legends. The track pack, the 1967 track pack has finally come out today. Been a very long wait, but yeah, today it has finally been released. It's all the traditional tracks, you know, from the 1967 season, and they've all been included with the latest and most important updates that have been brought over the last 25 years that the game has gone into existence, including a very nice new rendition made by DB312 of the Mosport Park circuit in Canada. So if there's anything you really would like to try of the new pack that has been released today, it is that course. With that out of the way, gonna have a little look here at the race at hand tonight. So it's Monaco, and as most of you people are aware, it is the most difficult circuit of the season. 100 laps around a tight street circuit, lots of difficult corners, most notably the chicane, which of course cost the life of Lorenzo Bandini down in the 1967 season. Yeah, the track, I don't believe anybody's a stranger about it. We know how it goes. You got Saint-Devote at the beginning, going up there, over Beau-Rivage to Massenet, Casino, Mirabeau, Virage de la Gare, down to Poitiers, down to the tunnel, to chicane, the harbour chicane, down to Tabac, then it's a long run, or well, not very long run, but it's a tricky braking corner to Gazemetres. We have taken one more hairpin and then we are back at the start finish again. Only 1.95 miles long, so it's a very short circuit. And if we look at the standings from the last race, as you can see here, it was Pedro Rodriguez who won, Dani Kialami, just like in real thing. Yeah, the standings are a little different from here on out. It's Jack Brabham that's got second, then we got Graham Hill in third, then there is me in fourth. Then we got Bota, a South African privateer, scoring fifth, and then is Dan Gurney, who actually finished in his Eagle. Take a look if we can see if we can have a full look at the standing of last race. There we go. As you can see, these are the standings. Apart from those six, we got Bob Anderson finishing today and Pierre Courage, or Pierce Courage, I should say. And yeah, the rest of the drivers didn't make it. Around 80 laps around the Kyalami circuit. But now we are here at Monaco. Just hop onto the track and have a look at what has happened during first practice, at least. Been a bit of a tough ride for me, especially with the Dirtgear patch going on. As where every slight mistake, every slight contact with probably even the curbstones around the track, it does damage your suspension, maybe your tire. You're just gonna make it difficult for yourself, so you have to be very careful around here to make sure you not have any incidents at all. So here we got the entry list. It's pretty much the standard drivers. The real event only held grid slots for only 16 drivers, and usually that would mean that there are a few drivers who would not be able to qualify during a race, having not set enough fast enough time, which led them, yeah, to go home essentially. Luckily, at least for practice one, this is not the case for me. It's Bandini, which is a very quick first lap time in practice 1 on 127.0. And down in 4th am I with the Brabham 129.3. The quickest Brabham of the whole team, actually, just ahead of Sir Jack with just 0.08 of a second, so the gap is pretty close. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna do qualifying 2, or practice 2 I should say, which is really the qualifying. This is where the real fast laps are going to be set. And just like last time in Kyalami, we're not going to do the entire thing. We'll just skip a little bit through, so the first lap times are already set. So this circuit is going to be a bit of a slow burner. Not everyone has quite fast laps. The fastest so far is only a 129.12 by Jim Clark. We're gonna just decrease the fuel here, give it a few shots, see how we do. And if we have done a lap which I'm pretty happy with, then we just go on into the race. It's going to be about 2.5 hours, so that's, you know, a lot of time we'll be spending in the race. And we don't want to waste too much time with other stuff, like qualifying. Alright, let's go drive our first laps here. Lorenzo Bedini just ahead of us in the pits. Driving out. Still in provisional pole. And this Jackie having some trouble at the entry of Saint Devote. Driving up the hill to Massene. Gonna warm the tires here. With a circuit as slow as this one is not going to be easy, so it's going to take a couple laps to really get in there. Gonna take it easy. That time should come eventually. The hairpin. Into Poitiers. We have a bit of straight of going on into the tunnel. Cars here usually have a 5-speed manual, but I'm probably going to use no more than 4th gear. The straights are just so short that you don't really need that many L's. Going to Gazemetres, which is the most difficult braking zone of the circuit. We're going to do our first flying lap here as we kind of closed up on Bandini. The AI, I have noticed during training, they have very slow in-laps and out-laps. We're really going to have patience with them. Sliding the car a little wide there. Casino. Is still not quite up to temperature. Alright, I almost forgot. Let's put it on wheeler for you guys so you can see my pedal work. First flying lap down, a bit of a slow banker lap. Which is no higher than 12th. Very right for Saint Devote here. Oh, little brush with the barrier there. Alone might cause a little bit of damage to the suspension, but I don't think it's going to be too much yet. We'll have to see if there is a dent, and otherwise we'll just park it in the pits and then give it another go. But during the Grand Prix, that's really a no-go. Bit over the curb there. Decent second sector there. Just hit the curb on the outside of the tunnel there. Cost us a little bit of time, but it's still a purple first sector. Oh, there's so much understeer right now. I think something might be off with the car. In the Lotus ahead of us from Hill, that's a wheel that's off. That might be his qualifying done for. A little bit of a curb here. We're making gradual progress in terms of lap time. Final pole lap is by Lorenzo Bedini again. It's 28.6. Bruce McLaren right in front of us in his McLaren. Going very slowly, so that must indicate that he's on the in lap probably. Yeah, this is what I mean with going the in lap. They are really not going full throttle through the tunnel, and here they're going only second gear through the harbor. Again. We just have to sit it out, wait till he's gone, and go for it again. A wide line through there. Get on the throttle. But Bruce is staying ahead of us, so that means it was actually an outlap. Just joined the circuit again. Not really good for us because he's probably slower anyway. And this is Monaco, so it's very difficult to actually get by somewhere. For this part, the AI are a bit slower. So this is not going to work out really, so we'll just leave a gap right here. But John Surtees is very far behind us, so if all the plays we can, all the gap we can make. But still have plenty of fuel in the car. We'll do a few more laps of this one. We feel a very slight bit of understeer going through the left hand corner, so that should indicate there's a little bit of damage on the right side. Of course, from the little tap on the barrier at Casino earlier. I think we can still put a few decent laps. Let's give it another go. Oh, Brimer's going out of the pits right in front of us. Going to be too much of a hinder. Over Bob Anderson right in front of us is going to be a hinder, so probably another lap we're going to need to abort. See how much closer we can get it to him. Yeah, we already catch up to the Brabham. Not going to work either. Might as well just make another gap again. But Jack Brabham is pretty close behind us. I think in the end, if we leave enough of a gap, then we're going to be in his way instead, so I think it's probably better to head in the pits right now and maybe make a couple changes to the car. Is it still still a little nervous, especially on corner exit. But of course, that's what you get when you take a Brabham with the phenomenal torque it has. Well, we'll try one more lap. Yeah, well, we're gonna do not very good, it seems. If we catch up to Bob Anderson again, we'll just dive in the pits. Otherwise, we'll just keep on going. Oh, taking way too much speed there. Messina. Just gotta leave a dent in the suspension. Oh, you can already feel it in the right-handers. Jack's right behind us already. Not be in his way. Just bring it back home. Well, there's John Surtees also behind us. Wasn't really watching my mirrors yet, but I can recognize the sound of the Honda engine. Just clutched that for a moment, but managed to recover from it. Let's find a pit box. Who's up ahead? Have a little look at the setup here. Maybe a couple changes we can make. Maybe a little less on the wheel rate, for example. And other than that, I don't know really how much I want to change. For the rest, the car is fine. Might want to add some pressure to the tires, especially since we are not able to generate too much heat into them, especially on this track. But then again, we didn't have the chance to drive it to clean air, so maybe you have to do a couple more laps, hopefully with free air, and see how we do from there. So far we have dropped to 8 in the standings. Still Bandini in first, with a pretty comfortable gap to Jim Clark, about half a second. Something we could only see down in the menus, because for some reason Prebulula, the system that we use to get all this info on our screens, doesn't work very well in Grand Prix mode in this game. That's where you get all the weird information from. Something perhaps to bring up again down in the Grand Prix Legends forums. Maybe someone who's there, who knows a bit or two about coding, who can think of a fix for those things. Once again, Bruce McLean in front of us. I think he's going to the pits right now. We got Dan Gurney up ahead, and behind us is Bob Anderson. So if we're fortunate, we might have some free air right now. Yeah, Bruce is going to the pits. And so is Bandini. So we do still have traffic in front of us. There are 3 cars. It's both the Eagles. We're actually driving with a chopped up nose at 67 Monaco Grand Prix, which is usually done, especially at the track at Mexico, to get some more air in the car to help with the cooling. Unfortunately, in real life, it didn't really yield to any results, because I believe that both cars retired from that race. Well, it's actually Beltoise ahead of us in what is a Formula 2 Matra. They Metro team did drive a couple of races during that season. Effectively the debut season before they debut in 1968 with their Matra MS10 and 11, one of which carried a Ford engine, another with an engine of their own. It's going to the pits, much to the chagrin of Gurney probably. Was looking for a way by, but yeah, that's more freeway for us. So if Gimfer does have some pace too, that would be very good for us. We are very much catching up with Ginter, so I'm afraid he might also be on a in lap. We have to look at from the positive side. At least we'll have freeway by next lap. Just have to wait a little bit longer here. No, he's actually still driving, which means he's just all very quick. I mean, he's 17 currently in the order, so that would mean if it were the actual Grand Prix that he would not be able to qualify for the race. So he really has to pick it up. Yeah, this is really just the biggest issue of qualifying in Monaco, and it's traffic. Won't get much chances for it, so if you do get it, you have to make the most of it. Gone so far as that Jack Brabham right now is actually right behind us. Like I said, overtaking is just very, very difficult around this track. There's nowhere where you can really try it, apart from maybe Tabak for me, if I get a very good run down the chicane. Oh, actually slowing down for the traffic coming out of the pits. And I had to respond to that. Can I get ahead of him? Well, it's at least him covered, but now it's Bruce again ahead of us. This is really working on your patience. Oh god, he's going so slowly. Alright, we'll buy him as well. At least some free air. Vance is about a half a mile away from us, so no more worries on what's in front of us. For the time being. Of course, nobody has to come out of the pits. Alright, finally we have a lap on our hands. No traffic ahead of us. Let's try something promising here. All's well so far. Into the chicane. He exited with us. There's a little bit of traffic ahead of us, but I think they are too far to have any impact on the lap. Down to the hairpin. Beltoise ahead. Not going to hinder us. We got a 128.1 out of it, which is currently the best time of the session. So we got a quick lap on our hands. Well, really want to get by Beltoise here, but he was in the way. See if we can get him through Mirabeau. Alright. We navigated past him. Let's see if we can do a few more laps here. Slightly out of line here, but still managed the chicane pretty well. Got Mike Spence ahead of us. I think he also had a bit of traffic with Beltoise, but not sure if he's going to pit. No, he's not. Gonna give it another go though. Hopefully he won't be too much in the way. Heel right through Sound of Volt. Wow, another clip of the barrier at Casino. Right now we might ride at the behind of Mike Spence here. But that's our lap compromised. He's braking very much into the chicane here. Still managed to not drive into him. Just hope he's going to drive into the pit this lap. And otherwise we'll just call it to deal with qualifying and then, yeah. We'll just leave qualifying as is. We still have 100 laps to go. Still in a very good position for the race at least. So we're just gonna accelerate for qualifying here. See what the final standings will be. From there on, I'm going to the race. Right, qualifying is done now. Have a look at the grid here. Not much has changed. Lorenzo Bedini did beat our lap time in the end with 127.8. Still not as good as his first lap in practice 1, but still good enough for first. Which leaves me at second place, front row of the grid. We have the inside, that's actually very good for us. So if we get a good launch, we might be able to hold on to the lead of the race. And further down, yeah, we've got Jim Clark, Jack Brabham, going with a pretty good qualifying, Graham Hill too. And we got Halm, Surtees, Chris Amon, Pedro Rodriguez, Jocko Rins, Stewart, McLaren, Spence, Dervaux, Gavin, Tifer, Gimfer, Arden, Anderson, Courage, and Beltoise. So we got 20 drivers off the grids. Unlike the real thing, we'll be only 16, but now we have the full 600, or the full 100 and full 20. Just gonna put on the fuel here, 35 gallons for the race. We probably want to, you know, set my first gear a little bit higher, but this is as high as gonna go in game. If you really wanted to make it taller, I have to go through setup manager, but we're not having the time for that. So yeah, with that said, here we go then, 100 laps around Monaco. Wish me luck, guys. Gonna turn off These two, we're not gonna have any use of them. The flag is up, but oh, he was right on the right side of me, so I didn't really see it. Yeah, with that, Lorenzo has the better start than us. I hear some drivers on the left side, but I think nobody's actually next to me. So we're maintaining second place. The start of the race. A little bit wide here. As we're going down to Casino in Mirabeau, where if we were Jack Brabham right now, we would have an oil leak and slip out. I was already having probably on the problems on the very beginning of the race, which effectively also ended it. But I think so far everybody's safely through. Dini is just running away. Easy for the chicane here. Little look behind. I believe Jim Clark in third right now. At quite a distance. Breaking down to Gazometras. And that's one lap down. 99 to go. I'm gonna try to push too much for these 2.5 hours. This race is effectively an endurance event. Oh, already a little clip of the barrier there at the back. Doesn't hurt my car too much. With a red corner coming up, so again have better diagnosis here. Car does feel a little bit off, but not like there's a really big oversteer or understeer. Bit of pressure off Jim Clark behind earlier, but I'm not really seeing him anymore. Oh, there he is. He's still in the mirrors. Picked out a little bit. Especially around this part where he seems to be very quick. Laps down, and Lorenzo Benier's already built a 4-second gap. Not really keeping up with his pace, but I don't think we necessarily need to. Gonna keep it out of trouble and we should be in a pretty good position. Those are good points today. A little bit of a bump on the inside past Mirabeau. I was with me for a moment, but again, in the end, he still doesn't have the pace that I have. Yeah, and a little bit of a curb at the exit of Sandeveld. Not bad though. Giving him a bit much speed. Messene. Kept the guy going in the right direction. The clip of the barrier again. Not the barrier, the sidewalk. Bit offline there, with the braking zone. I think we're slowly picking it up here, but still it's not enough to keep up with Bandini in a Ferrari. Grip, the gap is increased to 5. Bandini, while it's right now 3 seconds towards Clark. So we're pretty much gonna drive a race at our own pace. Not too much worry about traffic. Except for what's coming when we go into lap a few drivers. Not gonna take too long before we're going to meet our first drivers, I believe. It's pretty common for certain AI drivers to finish about 5, maybe 6 laps behind If they finish at least. Oh, not too much of a concern. For the moment we still have brief eyes on Lorenzo Bandini here, but eventually we'll be completely out of our sight, even for Tabak. Been pretty close to the barrier there. But kept it out. As you see in front of us, Bandini's already having trouble with one of the lapping a car. I think there must be Beltoise. Yep, it's a blue car in front of us. It's gonna be one of the Formula 2s. So he's gonna be a regular of this race. It's only been 8 laps. Waslav was a little slow of mine, so probably pick it up a little bit. Easing us through, no problem. Want to make a bit of a wide line, just to be sure we're not going to make any contact. And a couple more cars on the other side of the road. It isn't just a Ferrari, so we're going to encounter more traffic soon. Oh, cars going wide again for Sandervoort. Didn't really manage to corner properly. Might be good of us, depending on how much problem Bandini is going to have with these guys. So that said, there might be chance we're going to catch up with them, but only because it is of lap traffic. Just about to count them right now. Little snap. on the back side of the car. Clark is dropping further and further behind us. Bedini in front of us, taking care of one of the slower cars. On the shape, I believe that is Pierce Courage, right in front of us. And there's another lap car right in front of us, which Bandini has more trouble with. We're gonna slow down a considerable more around the hairpin here. The hairpin, the chicane. Just about right behind him right now, but no space to overtake him. And while I say it, oh no. Yeah, we actually do. I just want to say no, we have no space to overtake Bandini, but Bob Anderson is just about zigzagging in front of us. And it leads to me getting by Bandini. It means we're leading the race at, I think it was lap 11. So Bandini's right behind our tail right now. Luckily, we have to remember this is Monaco. So overtaking is going to be a bit difficult for him. Having a couple of cars. Again. To start finish. I believe one of them was a Brabham. But still a few laps away before we're actually going to meet them. I think another car is a Eagle, so that has to be Richard Ginfer. So we've got a sign of a Ginfer and another car that's a Brabham, but I'm not really able to figure out which one it might be then. But we have visual of the dark blue car. We're probably going to overtake him by next lap. Very slow there for the exit. Gasometris. Again, for how going to let us through. Alright, he's going to let us through here again. Not the most ideal place to let the car through, I must say. Like this might go wrong one way or another sometime. The good thing for us right now is that Bandini's stuck with him. But we can build a gap at least. Next car is Bob Anderson from the looks of things. Oh no, it's not Bob Anderson, it's Gavet. There's Gavet. In the other Matra. Going very slowly up the uphill section. So I guess he's going to let us wave by at the same spot as Gimfer has done. Down at Mirabeau. Well, I'm not taking the corner very good. It's remarkable that for this race that the Formula 2 cars each got number 1 and 2. But like things went back in the day, numbers were really assigned dependent on the entry list. And if you were the first to put your name on there, they will be number 1. That's how it always went down back in those days. Most of them went by through 1 until 20, maybe 30, depending on how big the grid was. But I believe in Italy they did it a little bit different. Where they just went up based on even numbers only, so no odd ones. So it was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so forth. I think there are a couple more seconds that followed a similar example. Thinking of the number 36 car of Gurney when he won in Spa-Francorchamps. Meantime, Bandini in his Ferrari has also managed to dispatch all of the back markers. So he is back in the hunt for us. Oh. Bit of instability down on the braking. But we're still going. More back markers up ahead. This time it's Bob Anderson with his blue and white striped Brabham. Oh, just to clutch that for a moment, but fortunately I managed not to do a Brabham. It's hard to do a Brabham when we have still about 85 laps to go. But yeah, once again there's traffic, and I made a mistake in saying it was Bob Anderson. Because once again it's the Matra of Beltoise. So we're gonna see him pretty often today. Same old trick here. Gonna let us go here. Clipping the curb with my rear tire on the inside. I think it should harm my suspension too much. Bandini has lost a little bit time from us. And to wait a little bit to get past Beltoise. Gap is now about 3 seconds. Next car is up ahead already. Not really sure who it was, but I thought I saw a Cooper, so it might have been Sifer. Just past the 20 lap mark. But still 80 to go. Just pretty much settled in a pretty good rhythm here. All feels fine. Move the car. And even though I mentioned that Monaco is one of the most difficult tracks, especially with the barriers and everything, there's one thing about it that makes it probably a little easier, especially with the Dirtgear patch, compared to other tracks, that there is no off-road. And when you get off-road with it, you know, you get your tires dirty and it actually doesn't really work with the tire wear. So in that sense, it made me actually be a little bit easier. But it doesn't take away that it's still a very difficult circuit and the mistake is very easily made. Still plenty of traffic that we need to manage. Next car is already a couple seconds ahead of us. It's a light blue car, but I can't quite identify who it is. Like this time it's actually Bob Anderson. The blue-white stripe in the middle. Wait a little bit until it gets through, past the back. Little swerve again at the braking zone. Gas the mattress. We kept it going. I was kind of expecting Bandini to pretty much catch up with me, but yeah. He still has a lot of traffic himself he is having trouble with, so with that we've never really been much on the threat of him. Oh, he's pretty close this time. Momentarily it looks pretty clear ahead, so watch your mirrors from now on. Little clip of the inside curb, down the portier. Another car a bit ahead of us. The question of when we're going to meet it. Oh, we missed up a little bit with the gearing there. The car up ahead looks like a BRM, so might be courage again. Lapping for the second time this race. Not really sure so far how many retirements we have so far, but I can imagine that it's not that many right now. Maybe a couple, but we're pretty much still meeting anyone who we are supposed to meet in the back grid. Thing I do need to look out for is the throttle input so far, especially in first gear. Tend to overdo it a little bit, which goes to the cost of tire wear. Ooh, lots of traffic up ahead. There's like 3 more cars. Let's first dispatch of PS Courage here. They have a Matra out in front. What I believe is another BRM. He's going out of the way without any trouble here. I think we're gonna add a new name to the list of left cars. I want to say it's Stewart, but that doesn't look like his helmet. And I'm drawing a little bit of a blank who it's supposed to be. We're getting through here. Another driver just up ahead. We're taking a lot of speed through the hairpin here. Keep saying hairpin, the chicane. And there is Gimfer again. Running us through. Oh, very slow. Through Sunday Vod here. Captain Bandini right now is 7 seconds, so he's having more and more trouble with the traffic up ahead. With that, we can just walk away. They are probably not as quick as they should be. More cars up ahead. Looks like it's Bruce McLaren next. Another Formula 2 car, one of us. And afterwards is Bruce McLaren. Getting past him before the tunnel. Going behind the McLaren now. From here, there's still plenty of cars in front of us. We're pretty much a theme here throughout the race. Captain Bandini is now 15. The way it's going, we're not going to have any more trouble from him, I guess. Well, I really feel like that they have underleveled the AI here. I think one of the cars is a Honda, so it'll be John Surtees. Our gap now reduced to 13, so Ferrari still has pace, but there's too much trouble with big markers around here. Say that my race pace is now also not very high at the moment, so Alright, 3 laps down. Nearly 1:30 to the race now. Everything going fine still from my side. Some ergonomical complaints. Whoa, spinning my car around here. It's clear, so can turn it around. Perhaps a little bit of a wake-up call here. Lost about 7 seconds after that little mistake. Oh, there's a yellow flag up ahead. Oh, there's Bob Anderson standing still at the exit of Portier. So that's a mechanical failure from his side. Meaning he's also out of the race. There's more traffic up ahead. I'm counting 4, 5 cars even. I believe there's a couple of backmarkers that are just really holding them up as well. First and foremost, I see a Honda and there's also a Brabham, I believe. Oh my god! I was going very slow there. I had to back out, and that means that Bandini is through. Looks like that's a Cooper that had an issue there. Now Jim Clark is also ahead of me. So that moment dropped us to P3 now. Bit unlucky there for me. I felt that if I had gone further that I would have crashed into the Cooper. So yeah, it was a necessary action. Back in traffic again. Again, a Formula 2 car and John Surtees. Oh, there's a lot of traffic here. Oh! Bedini has crashed. Bedini's in the guardrails. He's out of the race. Made a little mistake. Oh my goodness me. Lotus there of Jim Clark also gave Surtees a little bit of a kiss here. I really put it to the stop there. We're still on my side here. So I didn't want to take the racing line again, but yeah. Very strange what happened here. Bandini just hit a wall. Down in the exit of Tabak was looking to get by the Metra in front of us here. And it didn't pick out so fortunate for him. So Jim Clark leading the race now. Looking to get by the Metra. I'm feeling some damage to my car because there's a lot of understeer suddenly from the right and the left corners. I don't think I really hit anybody here, but yeah, it's troublesome. Jim Clark getting by the Metra here, and I'm due as well. Use a little bit of the curb there to get by, but we're through. So a lot of things happening in the space of a few laps here. Oh yeah, the understeer is just bad right now. I'm not really sure why it is, because I didn't make contact with anything or anyone. Okay, car behind is Chris Amon, and he's a minute behind us. So that means he's now at roughly the hairpins. And the steer. Not like the car is handling bad, but right now it's just, especially in the left corners, it is a very strong tendency to understeer. It's not like the balance is bad. Like I'm really on a knife edge. Just gotta take these corners a little slower. First Eamon is gaining on us though. Last lap was on 1:33, so I've lost over 2 seconds with this. I don't know if it's worth coming in. That's really the last thing I really want to do. There's just little tire life left in his tires now. Oh, I've been looking up the right side here and there, so I have something to do with that. Just feeling a significant grip shortage. Well, we're just driving in a very quiet zone right now. Imagine there are more drivers off screen that now out of the race. Oh, the understeer is so bad. Little touch of the barrier there at the exit of the buck. Oh my. Handling is going really bad now. Good point. It's actually the John 30s. The Honda is catching up with us. So with that, the streets will be a bit tougher to navigate. are really falling behind Clark now, and Arnold is also really decreasing the gap to us. Still quite far away. In terms of understeer, it's mostly the worst at Tabak. I mean, the Massenet and down at the hairpin station, it's not too bad. It's especially Tabak that just really pushes your car towards the outer wall. Overdone a little bit at the hairpin there, but we're still going. Currently, the race in the hands of Jim Clark. And my pace is roughly demoted to that of pretty much a midfielder. Barely faster than the Honda. I'm finding a little bit more of a rhythm. Gaps between Amon and Clark are now pretty much stabilizing. A little bit more to grips with the understeery handling of the car right now. Some traffic up ahead. Gonna take a few laps to get to them. With mind pace now. Like it's the metro again. Yeah, the clock is actually decreased last lap to 21. I'm gonna presume that's due to traffic. Right now I'm getting back into the 31s. Oh, going very wide there. Almost hit the barrier. Oh, just about getting past Tuka here. Like I said, it was just a little exception as like it's increasing the gap again to 22. While driving a similar lap time. Shouldn't expect too much of it. Lot of curb there. One thing I've also kind of noticed driving is that right now, especially in the department of corner exit, that's easier to go on the throttle right now. Earlier it was a lot more likely to snap, but now more contained. I think that has pretty much to do with tire wear right now. Especially on the fronts. On the back marker ahead of us. Oh, we're going very wide there. Gonna have actually another series of cars from the looks of things. Maybe that was a little hold up of Clark a few laps ahead. Going by him, no trouble. A lot of logging up there. Captain Clark is now 28. I'm on. Gap still remain stable. The the understeer is reducing from the feel of it. Grip is neutralizing a little bit. It's actually the works problem in front of us now. With a halfway point, by the way. "50 laps done and I have to do another 50. Oh, this is such a painstakingly long race. No kidding. Oh, lots of understeer now. hill right in front of us. Actually about to lap him. I'm not sure what position he is in right now. If I have the time, I could take a look at and see if the standings are working. Wrong button. Still not quite working. And that's the unfortunate thing of Grand Prix mode, like I said. This just doesn't work. And I have to wait. Got home. Right in front of us, the gap remains roughly stable. Just reeling in at a gentle pace. John Surt is also closing in on us again. If should now be close enough to Holland to let us through here, I believe. He's making way for... Oh no, he's not making way for us. The hell is he doing there? So I wanted to pass him and he just jerked to the right again. Probably we're going to crash into one another. That would look bad for the team. Oh. Little moment with the clutch again. They're close up to the Bradman of home for a moment there. Here is just... But the car is going so fast. That keeps our pace in balance. And he's letting us through now. Just before the chicane here. Again, the understeer has been reduced a little bit. Oh, not enough braking pressure there. That's what's letting us through with no trouble. I just made a very slight nudge with the barrier there. Gap between Clark keeps increasing. The gap to Emon is getting shorter. Between them it's now 86 seconds, so that should mean that Chris Amon is very close to being lapped to Jim Clark. With a little bit of the hay bales there down the chicane. Not sure. We're going very wide again. Yeah, the driving's getting a little less tiny now. That's just about the thing about Monaco. It's a pretty tiring race. Oh. Chicane moment didn't feel quite good. The concentration is just wavering a little bit now. Hello Tilt, welcome. Glad you can make it this time. There's a little update. Right now we are about 60 laps in. Currently in P2. With Clark way too far ahead of us, and Chris Amel in the Ferrari slowly anticipating us. I have pain in my back. A gradually losing concentration. And a very big wish for this to be over as soon as possible, really. Understeer again. Over the curb again. More understeer. I have to get especially the right side of the car working again. And this is just going and going constantly. Oh. Little contact with the outside sidewalk. Oh, don't read the chat. All these mistakes, they will pile up. I'm gonna make sure I avoid him, because otherwise the car will be undrivable by the end of the race. It's already not ideal, but could be worse. A lot. Alright, the steer is feeling a little less again, so can do some bit of laps now. Oh, we are P1, that means Jim Clark has retired from the race, so not sure what happened there. I haven't noticed it until now. So we have 34 seconds to Chris Amon. Still catching up on me very slowly. I think it's just really a matter of if he's having trouble with traffic or not. I believe right now the grid should be quite a bit smaller at this point. Yeah, I know I tend to check the chat from time to time, but it's a bit of an awkward angle to look at, and you know, you just gotta pick the moments out. I'm hearing a few cars. And maybe we'll be able to catch up to them. Anyway, we got 36 laps left. Still a very long way to go to get home. It's good for about, I think, 55 minutes of content. My math is right. No worries. Alright, there's a back marker right in front of us. The Metra is still in the race of Beltoise. we're reeling in really fast. The buck. Slow it down for a moment. Then I can safely pass him. Brake, brake, brake. Like Chris Amon keeps decreasing the gap, so I think we're going to meet him with about 10 to go. If things keep going as it is. Keep wanting to think that laps are going down faster than I want them to go. On 90 is already at 31, but it's still 34. Like I said, this is a very long race. This one you just want it to be over as soon as you want it to be over. If it was today, we would have only 12 laps remaining, but no, it's nearly thrice that right now. Okay, so right in front we got, I believe, a Formula 2 car and Joe Stiver. I have to deal with the Formula 2 car first. Wait till the end of Tabak. What I kind of like about these Formula 2 cars, I'm not sure if it's really accurate, but one of the rear suspensions is actually in blue instead of the metal color you see. I don't know if it is actually a mistake, but I think it's a nice little touch actually. And next up, the Privateer Cooper. I'm hearing another Brabham on the other side. But I have a think, when might that be? Okay, we already passed Danny Helm, so maybe Sir Jack is still in the race? I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't encountered him at all, so it might just be that he has retired already. Oh, and there goes Cipher. Cipher is out of the race. Just about parked his car up at the inside of the casino. I think the AI is set as such that they are not allowed to limp back into the pits. There's an option for that at some of the old tracks. And I think it's mostly at tracks like like Monaco, Spa and Nürburgring, where limp back to the pits is disabled. Because otherwise it would be just a very long journey. It's probably something that the drivers would never do in real life. They would just know that the race is over and park the car on the side of the track. Gap to Eamon is now less than half a minute. Still got 31 laps in it. In terms of lap count, we should be now in the 70s. Still a long way from home. Pretty tiring here. Pace is apparently getting a bit lackluster as the Honda behind me is actually catching up. He could probably unlap himself somehow, but I'm afraid that will cause a bit of a back and forth in letting one another through. Which is a considerable waste of both our time. We should try, if we have a little more juice left, to extract more pace. The way things going, it's not going to take too long before Eamon is going to catch us. This is right now is anything but one. Oh, understeer again. Little hit with the wall there. Got a yellow flag as one of the BRMs have crashed. He's out of the race. Getting a lot of understeer again through Messine. Yep, it's only 20 now to aim on. Really in very fast right now. Well, almost spinning out there. Just about managed to recover the car. Lots of understeer again. And also it got some mattress that the car doesn't quite want to turn in. Car is really wearing now. It really doesn't want to turn. Good doing it. There's just barely any juice left in especially the right side of the car. And there's not too much left in me either. Three-quarter of the race now. Let's go slow in this. Car in front of us looks like that might be Bruce McLaren. He's also still in the race apparently. Another hit with the barrier. Two cars in front of us. One of us indeed the McLaren, the other looks like another Matra. Oh. Oh, he's going very slowly through the chicane there. We managed to break it in time. Right, past McLaren now. Gap is now 11 seconds. Oh, car's going very wide. No steering. Oh, there's so little tire life left. Oh no! I just went too deep into the chicane now. Yeah, the car is very much broke now. Oh no, yeah, there goes Eamon for lead now. Yeah, I just completely trashed my car there. Oh, there's a few cars going by. It's home and then Bell 12s, but yeah, this means that yeah, car is trashed and I'm gonna have to park it up. Don't drive like this, so it's the end of the race for us. Oh, that is very disappointing. Especially after, like, leading for most of the race. Yeah. Normally with a crash like that, I would have gone straight into the harbor. Yeah, I'm just all out of concentration, just no longer having much tire life left, and yeah, it's just been a very long race, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's just bummer, you know, disappointing. Not sure if I would have been able to keep Eamon and Bay there if he would have caught up with me in a few laps, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just gonna fast forward, have a look at the end results here, and in the end, it's Chris Eamon that doesn't win the race with brake failure. And instead, it's John Surtees winning ahead of Danny Halm, Jack Brabham. Pretty much we tied on the same lap, but he keeps third. Then we got Bruce McLaren and the two Formula 2 cars that make P5 and P6. So, yeah, good result on them. They are officially registered as Brabham because, you know, it's the historic P1 mod. But yeah, that covers it today. We'll have a look at the newspaper here. So John Surtees has won today. And it puts him in third in the standings right now. It's Jack Brabham on top. Followed by Pedro Rodriguez in the Coupa. And Danny Holm with 6. Graham Hill with 4, and then it's still us with 3 points in 6th. And our team leading the championship. So I guess at least in the constructors we're doing pretty good. But yeah, no points for us today. Bit of a shame after such a long race, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too much to bear. Concentration was gone. Everything was just gone. And we got a spectacular crash as a result. Should have looked at the replay of that, by the way. Thought about it. Oh. Anyway, that will do it for tonight. I'm really tired, actually. I'm gonna shower. Probably go to bed early. Yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah. Until next time, onwards to Zandvoort. Goodbye.